there's any deer hunters on board, well, too bad. We also have fox, raccoons, possums, skunks, a wily old coyote, and several times this year, last week included, we have had sightings of American bald eagles back here in the Oxbow. We have not seen any wolverines yet. Those all live over in Ann Arbor. We are now entering the wetland. Looking around, you can see some of the hiking and nature trails we have in here now. We have an access road, a 14-acre island, and a campground with canoe facilities for the scouts and the youth groups. A lot of work needs to be done back here. You can't rush Mother Nature too much. We're hoping everything is finished and ready to go next year. To our right, you're going to see a tent by the side of the tracks. The tent is the campground of the United States Forestry Service. We have our own forest rangers now patrolling the Oxbow on horseback. And there's the forest ranger camp. To the right, this is hard to see, we're directly opposite Oxbow Island. The small stream at the bottom of the hill is the Rouge River Oxbow, which used to be an abandoned dry river channel of the Rouge until we let the water back in, restoring the wetland. The Rouge River Oxbow flows directly into the Rouge, just in back of us here at the bridge. You can see it real easy from Michigan Avenue. The open area coming up on the left is Walnut Grove, an activities field, and the baseball playing park for our two historical baseball teams, the Nationals and the La-Di-Das. Our baseball teams play the game in season every weekend using 1860 rules. In other words, no gloves. In the 1860s, the modern baseball glove was not invented yet, and they had to catch that ball either with regular gloves or their bare hands. Ouch. On top of it, the hill to the left, some of the historical homes of the Porches and Parlor district. The big white building there with the brick annex is the Noah Webster House. As you know, Noah Webster wrote a famous best-selling book, Webster's Dictionary of the English Language. Well, that's how he lived, and I'd say quite well. And we brought his house from Massachusetts to Greenfield Village. Yellow buildings coming up are the campus buildings of the Henry Ford Academy, a fully accredited four-year charter high school, grades 9 through 12. We had 450 students enrolled here this past academic year. The students were all selected by lottery from all over Wayne County, and it is free all 4 years. What a deal. Now coming up next on the left, you're going to see some old-fashioned train cars parked by the side of the track. The train cars have been rebuilt and joined in the middle. They are now being used as the classrooms for the seniors of the Henry Ford Academy. Every year, the Henry Ford Academy has a high school completion and senior graduation rate of over 90%. This past year, it was 94%. Our graduating seniors were also awarded over $1.5 million in college scholarships and tuition assistance. Part of a series of catch basins for excess storm runoff and flood control in Coming up next on the left, at the end of the lagoon, a couple of fantastic restaurants. The green building coming up is the Taste of History, which is a cafeteria-style restaurant. The big white building is the Eagle Tavern, originally built in Clinton, Michigan in 1831. The Eagle Tavern used to be a stagecoach stop on the main road between Detroit and Chicago. Inside the Eagle Tavern, you can get a full-course, sit-down meal, served by a waiting staff, dressed in historic period clothing. The restaurant's open at 11 o'clock, which is just 50 minutes from now. If you are getting hungry by that time, be sure to remember our restaurants here. And we're now approaching the Smiths Creek train station from Smith Creek, Michigan, near Port Huron. Smith Creek was a dual-purpose train station for the Grand Trunk Railroad during the Civil War period. It's dual-purpose because the station master and his family lived in the building. We're entering the station now. Just a reminder, please stay seated till the train stops. I'll tell you when the air brakes are all set and it's safe to get up. At this station, those of you leaving us may exit on the left-hand side. Left-hand side only, please. That is where the train platform is at. Exit only on the left.